Hello everybody, I'm a simple gamer and welcome back to more Genshin Impact. Today, gonna do part 2 of the basically Varka story quest event. But no, it's not really Varka story quest, but it is about the the Pavonian Knights who went on the expedition to Nokrai, who are coming back home, which the Varka is the leader of. So yeah, part 2. Part 1 was mainly about like the storybook for Alice, which is pretty cool. But then afterwards, it did kind of evolve into the other activities near like the courtyard over here. And because the prologue, part 1 was so short, I did do the activities unlike usual. So today, I think I am going to do the activities at the end after part 2. Unless it was like part 2 was like a lot longer, which it might be. Then I'll think about it afterwards. But anyways, Homeward, he who caught the wind. Part 2 for reunion without tears. We have the Alice bubble. I guess we're testing it more. Okay. Just gotta wait until the following day. Should be... Okay, that's kind of bad. A full circle. And then plus a little bit. Okay. At the very least, this is not gonna take too long. And just gotta wait for Paimon to start talking and then we can get right into it. And took a little bit for it to come out, so I gotta go to headquarters and participate in the test. Even though I did go on the bubble before to like, get the rewards for finding the discrepancies with the pictures, but I guess we're going to like a different place and advancing the bubble story, I guess. And then I guess after this there will be an option to probably choose the part of Mondstadt that you want to go to in the bubble. Since the first one only had like the one option near the near the Klee statue. So I don't wonder if they're gonna be separate or if it's gonna be like one whole explorable map after.
We made it! Wow, the whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. All my terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
So you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
You mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, Be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And, of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight's story firsthand.
There's part 2. I guess it makes sense that Varka went though, since he was away since the traveler was here. Look up, still the sword up there. And I guess we're not going to be seeing Klee and Alice in the story, but we might like see them in the other activities, but still a little bit disappointing. Love to see those two. Echoes and memories, so does this just go into one? Okay, I guess I'll check that out later. For now, main story. Bubble world loading.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait, is this the bit where we steal... or, borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, Paimon's not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre. Come on, let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh, pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
That last bit took a little bit to load, and I don't know how I feel about this. I know, well, I guess they are supposed to leave out the stealing part for like the Travelers group, but this kind of reminds me of like the saying that the history is basically made by the winners, and any like inconvenient truths can be like just swept under the rug.
I doubt you need a hint for this area. Go on now. The underground chamber awaits.
Time to go. Well, I kind of want to see what happens when I do go off script. They do give like the whole entire cathedral to explore. So just let me check up here. Nothing. Okay. I guess we just go down then. Enter the basement. Switches back to no outfit temporarily. Okay.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
That did look pretty funny. Approach the Holy Lyre the Himo. I do remember this part being a little bit of a pain, trying to like sneak all the way through. But there's a lot of people here and I do want to talk to all of them since we do know a lot of them. Barbara and Rosaria.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then... Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
That was pretty straightforward. Varka being here is also weird. And versus Cyrus.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
Ah, I think I'll pass.
Two people here, but then the knight over here isn't really doing anything for some reason.
No entry.
Oh,
This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
backside with Wendelin. I guess these people are just overseers to see that all the action is in the correct place or something. I guess. Back here is fairly empty. I guess next is gonna be Kaya and Fake Jack.
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
I'm always up for a duel, as long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
Another fairly fast one. I guess the Rosaria and Barbara run might be like the fastest one. Is that... I guess... Oh, Lisa and Albedo are back there. These two are just posing. Got it. And then we have a group in the middle, but... They do have a name, but I don't think they're gonna talk much compared to like Lisa and Albedo, so I guess I'll come here first.
How dare you stand in our way! You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
They say that and then they ran away. Interesting. I don't know where they're off to, but I'm not gonna chase them. And this looks to be like the last pair here.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well,
This looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
The two relaxed pair of the group, I guess. And there's the Holy Lyre. No one else is in here?
The Holy Lyre! There it is! Well, well, well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl? Why, because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else. Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick! Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna be Fatui Amber for a second, but I guess we're chasing them. Can I go to the side? Okay, I'm just gonna go to the border just for this one part since I don't see a timer. And I didn't do in the last part, which I probably should have done. And I do wonder if I can like teleport back or not. Or if I just screwed myself. Let's see what happens when I go like all the way out here.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Okay, there we go. So can I teleport? Nope. Cannot complete this section. So what if I just lose all my stamina? What happens? Hopefully it brings me back up there because I kind of picked the worst spot to check the corner, unfortunately, which is my bad. But I definitely should have done this in like the last part where there was more, how do I say it, more flat ground to move upon. Alright, now what game? I am back here good. I did still lose HP, which is fine. Okay, let's go. Amber's just been like stuck there for quite a while. Just gotta follow her down. Miss Gliding Champion of the Fatui. Yeah, okay, I did make it. I thought I might...
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
I thought I like missed it by a little bit. And of course I missed that one. I come up here. Oh, I missed. Oh no. I hit the one that goes higher, but not
Pretty
the
tough, aren't ya?
speed one.
Well, let's see how you handle this.
I'm just gonna brute force it. Got hit by the mud, but I don't think that matters too much. Yeah, I really don't think the mud matters.
Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Still some cool dogs there. You went while gliding.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
I'm just gonna glide all the way. Right over this way. I guess she's gonna go like right to the edge. Sure. If I had to guess, the next part of like the camera mismatch thing is probably
Positions, everyone!
probably in this area. Ambush?
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake.
Now, I think this is too much of a change. There's no reason not to use the old base and then just use the new one because of Alice's aesthetic taste. It's not supposed to be like completely historical accurate, but for something like this is totally unnecessary.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
I've already completely forgotten what she said at the beginning.
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see, or rejects the ground beneath their feet. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false, so one must shift one's gaze elsewhere. Perhaps upward.
I guess it's time to look up. Okay, we have the stars over here. I guess it's to show where the... I don't know where it starts though. I don't think I'll go that way. If I just go straight. So it's the one over there, so I do want to go left then. It looks like each one corresponds to one space. So I do want to see what's at the corner. Well, something lights up if I just hit all of them. So do something like that. Yeah. As a gamer, I do usually forget to look up. Which is definitely not like the best thing. One. Whoops. I went one way too far. That's my bad. Yeah, one way too far. I was trying to go left after just to like complete the path, but then I went one way too far. So hit that, hit this one, and up 2, right 2, like that, and then 3, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. There you go.
Nice! We made it!
Yeah, even if I got the riddle the first time around, I still probably would have hit the bubble just to see what Nicole says. Get that voice line there. Don't think there's anything back there. Next is Mika.
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand off against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. Diluc. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Mika was so hesitant to say that line. It's not like that was embarrassing or anything. He knows he's supposed to like be scared of them, so I really don't get why he didn't want to do it. Okay, time to check out who's where. I guess I'll come back here first. Oh, Mika?
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything I know. Just leave me alone. Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
I can't tell this is the way forward or this is a dead end. I just gotta remember that this is where I came from. So I go left first and then I have to backtrack to the other side or something. I don't, because I was like, how did the camera turn? I don't even know if this is left or not.
The Fatus up ahead is a pragmatist. You might have a chance to avoid conflict if you obtain the other crests first.
But what if I want this one first?
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Oh, I can switch. I just realized I have these party members. So if I blow it up, I can still go through. Do I actually go for the other quest first? But no, I do want to try this one first.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Just because they told me to do the other ones first. I do want to see what happens to the story if I do this one. first. Ah, okay.
Coming here first? I'd reconsider if I were you. Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own risk.
Why does Durin have a
Brace
costume?
yourselves.
And Jean and Varka. And Traveler. Power Traveler. Just gotta dodge when he attacks. That was quite easy.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Well, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
With that, I guess Durin definitely gets like the extra line if I did come here last. Oh well. This was a different line anyway, so I'm totally fine with that.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
You know, Dvalin wasn't that evil.
On me.
And I think it would have been cool if they changed it up and had Durin at the very least pretend to be like the evil dragon, just like in Simulanka. And then, what's over here?
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
Free more? Oh yeah, the heavy pouch.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above...
Oh, okay. Wait, why was there one in front and it just moves over here? That's a little bit weird. Mona again.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
For in a bit mood. She does want the board, 500k. Can go down to 35,000. What if I go halfway? I think before I just gave like almost all of it. But since Mona wants the money, I guess I'll go... I can't... It's a little bit hard to go to half, but let's try this.
Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right? Alright, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
It is very nice to see Mona again, but I think I really do gotta like reread her story quest, since I really don't remember lots of it.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I kind of wish I gave her a little bit less so that we could haggle a little bit more. And then well, she'll probably be like very happy if I just gave her all of it. But apparently halfway is good enough. This way we... and Bennett.
The Fatus up ahead is courageous and loyal. Be prepared for a head-on clash.
Oh, am I back at the beginning? Okay, so I guess this is split. So I went all left and then I went all the way around. And then it comes back here. So this should be the last area. I think.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
Nah, there we go. Another fight with an actual Fatui member. Kinda.
Can't run!
Varka. Do that. Wait, that's it? Okay.
Okay! You win! Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed. Ha ha!
True! Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy, and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Alright, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Oh, so I gotta go back. Okay, I just gotta remember how to get back there. The marriage of Ari and Bennett. It's a little bit weird that has Ballas back since we did fix what was wrong in Natlan. But I guess it didn't like carry all the way over here yet.
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working. How weird is that?
Yeah, thanks for stepping in, Dad. Guess I'll have to hand it in to Miss Nicole for repairs later.
And that should be it. Time to go back this way since I do know where Mika is, at the left corner over here. I definitely did not see that before.
Mika! We have the crests!
Alright. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
That would be a little bit weird if the Fatui just be like that to like the regular people as well.
Best of luck up there.
And got that one-liner. Time to go up. Loading screen or new area? Or just kind of new area. No loading screen. And this should be the end.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Retrieve the Holy Lyre to Himmel. Those are statues though. Was this a chess game again?
The Holy Lyre! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the lyre up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it! All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand! Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Defeat the Electro Assassin Mage. Oh, so not quite a chess game.
The Ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance!
I got hit by accident, which is my bad.
Group 2, reinforce!
So you can hit them, but what does it actually do? Oh, I guess it like takes them off the board. So I missed the 2 before, so I guess they don't disappear. I might as well use Varka. Why not? Do that. I guess I could also like charge it instead. This should be the last 2 then. This was fairly fast. That's it?
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Are they all attack at once? A little bit.
On me!
That was definitely not all of them though. And you, and you. Gotta wait a little bit. You. Almost there. The other guy got away.
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
I still got to kill the other one. I guess I don't. And then use the other burst. If I don't get knocked back.
Verdict
I guess this is why I say this
my
for.
sword. Time for takeoff.
Okay, and then back to against Gene for a little bit.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Wait, well, what am I supposed to do now, though? Am I supposed to attack Fischl? I don't think so. Unless if I actually just went a little bit too fast. But the things keep going, but I don't have an Oz to fight. So hopefully this isn't like bugged or anything. Oh. It's like right here.
Alright. I give up. Just don't hit.
And the last word got cut off.
I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Ah, it's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
Now when we return to the real world, I don't know about an entire act about the Holy Lyre. Varka has a good stuff, banquet.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Varka was talking about? Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Okay, that was definitely a jab at all the people who go up there to like do their stuff, like their pulls and stuff. I guess I go left to right? Not Jean, Amber, Noelle.
Noelle! I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us. Just give me 1 second.
I need to bring a few crates of drinks over first, but I'll be done soon, I promise.
In that case, I'll help you out.
Wanna eat at our table? A whole bunch of friends are there.
All right, let the relaxing begin.
Even though I didn't have a lot of lines, I still had fun. It kind of felt like being back in the Simulanka. Acting out a lighthearted script alongside a bunch of friends. It was nice to have a laid-back experience for once.
Quite a change of pace from our experience in Not Cry, huh?
Yeah, this was far less complicated.
You can say that again.
Don't worry. Paimon will save you a serving of every delicious dish.
Now that's a little bit weird. We have these three talking to each other and then Paimon kind of in the same group but then not talking with them. Definitely weird.
As the battle hung in the balance, I spoke an incantation from the Emanachreich, broke through their ranks with ease, and thus the Holy Lyre was mine. 'Twas light work for one such as I.
Cyrus told me all about it. You were amazing.
Having seen it for myself, I must admit, you were quite something, my lady. Why, I bet even Barbados himself would have been hard-pressed to catch up with you.
That was Hexencircle magic, not some incantation, but... whatever. Guess I'll let her have her moment.
Oh, that's a little bit mean. Putting Cyrus and Jack here and not giving them their talk, unless if I'm just missing it. But it doesn't look like I can actually talk with them. Just a shame. Now, time to climb up the statue, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people have experience with. Me, not so much. But I can still do it. Hopefully without falling down, especially the arms part, which seemed like a pain to get up. Just gotta not fall down would be nice. Come on. Right there. Okay. There you go. Venti's head. Got it. And now, oh, the arm's scary. Oh, and I fell. Like I said, not used to this. And come up here. Let's try the left arm now. There we go.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome. Well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Gnosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Haha, of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morak signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
Wow, that's a reveal. So Venti could have fought her, but he didn't want to. And that she wasn't actually powerful enough to fight any of the Archons. Of course, including A, but even Venti could have probably done something. If he wanted to.
You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, The songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Now, the question is that it?
Dun dun dun!
Nope, Cleet.
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up!
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course! We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
I'm not quite sure why we had to end with that one. Oh, but sure. Ignore what I said at the beginning about not seeing Cleo or Alice there, right there. For reunion without tears. That could be referring to, well, it's probably not Cleo and Alice. If I had to guess, it would be Mondstadt Night. But that was a pretty serious talk at the very end. I guess it was like a quick reminder about most of the Gnosis is being in the Tsaritsa's possession. Except for a power one. So, don't know if she actually needs a power one, but I guess we'll see. Or if she gets it somehow. But yeah, it's pretty cool having the serious talk with Mr. Venti, Barbatos, and Varka there. And then they, of course, go silly at the end. Can't be too serious. Now, would he, because Venti being serious would be weird. Okay, so part 2 was a little bit longer. But I do believe there's not going to be as many talks here, even though there's still going to be the tea time. So I guess I am going to do the activities. I think I want to do the tea time last, since that's going to have most voices. So I think I do this one into the fighting, into the tea time. Okay, I've already got all that. Let's do this then. Oh, there's also the photo tank as well. No, since I'm here, I'll do this one. Okay, I guess it's the photo thing that's gonna be last again. Alright, number 2, aerial shooting, plan ahead. This should be quite fast like the first one. After attaining the cyclone shield, the one, okay, it protects and also destroys things around. Got it, just gotta fly into the coins and grab them. Like that. And then aim at the thing. So these move around a little bit more. The backing while dodging. I still like the fact that I do. Just have to like hold it and it fires. I don't have to like keep clicking. Grab that one. Grab these 5. Nope. 4 enemies. They kind of just like ran right into my fire. It homes a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Now, where's the cyclone shield? I still haven't seen it yet. Phase 1 completed. Nope, back here already apparently. Warning signal. Powerful enemy. So is this gonna be the top-down view now? It is. So I just gotta like move around and shoot up. And dodge the attacks. You know, getting hit a couple times probably doesn't matter much. Oh. Yeah, probably doesn't matter too much. I think I missed one of them. Yeah, the Cyclone Shield is kind of OP. And the fact that you do get like refresh is also pretty OP too. I don't see a cooldown for the shield though. It would be nice to have one. To know how long it's gonna last. Unless it will last forever, but I kind of doubt that. And those guys, these guys here. And the shield's gone. Got the lightning. Oh, backpack's damage, so my controls are actually reversed now. If you, well, it's probably very hard to notice for you, but it's definitely off, putting me a little bit. Go up. Sorry, go up, I go down, but I'm actually moving up. And go up there. This one probably try to hit the middle. There we go. Yeah, inverse controls. Very close, but I think I got most of everything. I might have missed like one target. So 8,500. It doesn't tell you how many targets there are, but I feel like it's like 65. Wait, no, don't try again. My bad. No, time to leave. Hopefully it still saves my other one. Because that'd be awkward if it didn't. Okay, so yeah, as I expected, that one was fast. Echoes of Memories will be later. Over here. Right here. Event details. Grab these 3. Battle one's next, like I said. This one should also be 1. Oh no, this one's 2. I thought, wait, no. The tea time one still might be 2. Okay, times 10. Hill the trolls. True damage, shattering sword pressure. So if it is like the AoE one, this also might be a pretty good gene skill. At the very least better than the first one. Ah, I see. It's gonna be Geo. So of course I am gonna use this squad right here. Okay. If I don't get the high score here, I would be pretty surprised.
Yeah.
Like the highest reward.
Ultimatum protocol.
Even though my score might not be like that high, but it should be okay. We got first.
Lofty wisdom will show us the way.
And then Eula. And then back to survive for a little bit. Out the unit charging. I'm trying to wait for those tears.
Divine light, shield them.
Do that. I think Columbian might be doing the most.
Moons converge.
Go get him, Aiden. Light compels you.
That. I still can't summon it yet, surprisingly.
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust.
There we go.
Without further ado.
Summon. So I guess well, probably missed that one. The whites. I don't see the AoE one though. It's not really doing an AoE for me. That was half damage. Oh, now that's why now it's upgraded. Yeah, that's a pretty big AoE. So this is pretty OP. And it lasts quite a while too. That's a lot of points. Well, feels like a lot of points. It might not be though. Okay, next, these guys over here.
Behold the dawn!
And
cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Sorry, skill burst. And then Divide.
The glaze moon shines.
I just gotta charge up for the horse. Keep charging for the horse. I'm waiting for a horse. There we go. Yeah, that's probably a lot of damage. And now the horse cooldown's almost back already.
Divine light, shield them.
Alright,
Moonlit night for all. Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Maybe I probably should have finished him off before I did this. That's okay. Yeah, it's okay. And attack there, you, that one down here, upgrade, super OP time. And those guys, I somehow missed a couple though. I still don't quite like the fact that the lines are a little bit random. Since that doesn't affect things too much, they probably could just like left it as one blow and that's it.
Installation
like one
deployed.
line.
Annihilation mode.
And I probably want to have like two points.
Light compels you.
Be cleansed. Lofty wisdom will show us the way.
Take care of you. Take care of you. I do wonder if I can like, do another one. Probably not. I think Fairy like doesn't charge fast enough. I think.
Behold the dawn!
Divine light, shield them!
I think. Okay, that's fine. Challenge complete. Still got 10k. Which is probably a lot more than some of my other combat. Yeah. A lot more than the first and second one. Okay, sharp sword, pressure. The straight line one again. I see. This one's gonna be a little bit less fun. Skirk. Well, even if it's Skirk and Sincho, I'm still gonna use this squad right here. Like that, because Lunar Charge should be pretty OP. And Columbian probably works pretty well with Skirk. Especially after I use Essential first.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
No, you want Frozen.
Midnight for all. Extinguished.
That's gonna be that hard. Back in. Skirk's definitely the main damage dealer here. I think. Okay, so now these things are gone. No. I forgot how I activate those things. Skill. And burst. Yeah, I kind of forget. Okay, whatever. I do gotta use the skill, so.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. Annihilation mode.
So I feel like my sword skill is probably not gonna be as good. Probably. Oh, different enemies this time. That do need 2 attacks to defeat. Okay, the piercing one. Yeah, the piercing one's not that good. Especially when they are separate like that one, these guys. Something like that. I guess for this one, you do need a little bit more precision to actually hit the ones in the back. Okay.
Converge. Defensive mode.
It probably just like a second. Oh, I already got the high score. So I probably
Let me leave you a burn. Extinguish.
Not there. Put the back in. I can't tell if this is a lot of damage or not. Probably is. Keep it back in. Okay, now that's over.
Ultimatum protocol. Surge. A new moon rises.
Central burst is always fast.
Rain cutter.
I have a feeling it's not supposed to come this fast. Just a feeling. A lot of big numbers, but I can't actually like tell which one's like the super good one. Okay, anyways, back to the G thing. I think this G thing does actually kill combat. Yeah, interrupt it a little bit too much. I think. That there, this guy right there, these guys right here. And that. Yeah, as much points as possible. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna hit the 10k. Like last time.
Paradigm shift.
Finally use the regular burst. Finally. I do wonder if I can defeat this guy. It might not be possible.
Installation chamber. Rain outlines your fate.
Oh yeah. Okay, not possible. About halfway, but I still got 9k somehow. I was expecting to end at like 7k just like the other ones, but got 9k, which is surprising. Especially since I definitely did not use Skirk to her full potential. For sure. But I'll take it. Collect all the rewards here, and this one as well. And time to go quiet for a little bit as I go into the tea investigation time. Right here. Yeah, these two should be unlocked. And then, yeah, since one unlocks every day. And then the last two unlock afterwards. Sent from another land. Track to the perfumer. I'm trying to think who that is. Wait, green hair. Emilie?
Good afternoon, traveler.
Hey.
I didn't expect the honor of witnessing your harmonizing talent here in Mondstadt.
Sorry, not green hair. Green alpha, I mean. Blonde hair.
Both, actually. A lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the Cat's Tail commissioned me to create a new fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward. I have faith in your choice.
Well, that was a very fast introduction. I think it was faster than Lisa. Ingredients that complement scents. Lumideuse Twilight. And then we gotta like mix it to, well, give her another one after so that she probably likes it better. Honestly, I kind of feel like we can like skip the first one. Just like give it to her and then see what needs changes, and then after we make the right one. But okay, I guess we're doing it this way. And add mint. Move over here. This one is small pieces. Okay, I tried, but it doesn't let you. So what happens if I don't get the last one? It does bounce back. Time to do the flip. Yep. And last bit here, tall glass. Oh, never mind, that was not the last one. I forgot about the garnish. Refined cocktail. The hidden menu, the rest of you rather.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emilie?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch. This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideuse Twilight. Am I right? The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Your drink was nice, but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
And here we go. It is nice seeing Emilie after a while, since she doesn't actually take part in any of like the major storylines.
Oh, thank you for asking. It's been going well, though this trip to Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges. When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note, proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar. Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier. Maintaining an appropriate balance is beneficial for both body and mind. Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely eliminated Valberry as an ingredient and turned instead to Windwheel Aster, with some success, I might add.
It is a shame that this part is not voiced by the Traveler. Sweetness of all berries. Nope, gotta switch over to the Windwheel Asters. No, maybe it's not the Windwheel Asters. It is just garnish, but I guess it still has to be edible.
They're part of my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers many years ago. In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself. However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences. Windwheel Aster. The various parts of the Windwheel Aster plant can be ground into a powder to extract their essences. I then blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flowers, stems, and leaves. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating. Extracting exquisite fragrances from ordinary overlooked ingredients? Oh, that's what truly brings me joy.
Got a second Windwheel Aster mention for the cats, and I guess Diona as well. Probably. What's the best way to associate with this one? Nope. Okay, never mind. Going back.
Usually, after work, my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way, I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine. But since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance. In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new. So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
And next. The fact that I do gotta come back over here every time is a little bit annoying. Fruity, fruit alcohol. Not too strong. Dash of light wine to the base. And I guess I don't have to associate that one. Change to a double walled glass, okay. This guy. Definitely looked like the child didn't have anything to say.
It really is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one's sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions. It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds. Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Mix more thoroughly. Talk about weather. I'm not quite sure how that mixes everything up. Gotta blend them all together. Oh, so a lot of shaking. Yeah, shake harder. So what do you associate with? Like liquor? Nope. Mix more thoroughly. Really? Is mixed more thoroughly? Process the petals further. Finally chop the petals. That should be evident. Shake harder, base of fruit, wine and tea, double wall glass, garnish something. So garnish should be the petals. Actually no, add petals to mix should be the one inside. So I guess I just gotta like check what the garnish is. Unless if it could be anything, but not berries. Start mixing.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction.
That was not brief.
Perhaps you possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
Back to the mixing. Should give me the answer. So tea, fruit, wine together, fermented juice, and chopped petals. Oh, so the ingredients are right here. They're chopped and they're added into the base like I thought. What do we do with the garnish? Any size is fine, so I'll cut the large one. Actually, I guess they should be small bits so that they can be mixed more easily, I guess. But I guess because of that, I do gotta chop a little bit more. That's fine. And shaking has to be... Nope, nope, nope. This one. Still the one flip at the end. Okay. And double-walled glass. Small. Wait, what's the small for? So that's not like just bigger or something? Really? So just not this. It is a little bit weird. The specifying one then would be better probably. I guess I'll go with the lemon slice. I really do like the small lampgrass look here. Looks very nice. So I'll choose that one instead. Special blend. Light touch of tipsiness.
Here you go. A new and improved, Emilie inspired, Lumidu's Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of windwheel asters? I'm sure it must taste wonderful. Let me try. In the language of flowers, the windwheel aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance. Really? Oh, perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to recreate this moment as both a fragrance and a perfume. Once I've perfected the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the Court of Fontaine.
Probably won't be there for a while unless if it's for an event. Okay, kind of number 3, but I'll get this reward first. Ornament memento. What? I was like, why is it not letting me get it? And Claymore and Musket. Clorin is back again? No. No. Long posting at Dragonspine. Chevres? But why Dragonspine? Eula.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning. I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonius annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately. Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy. Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives, I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things. Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Twinkling Starlight, and then afterwards gotta do a... If I had to say, maybe a better version of it? Fruit wine, fizzy water, down here, and wolf hook. And the rest should be very standard with the cutting and shaking after. Small bits. It's just a wolf hook that needs small bits, I guess. I do like the animations here, even if it is a little bit slow. Gives it more character, but it is a little bit slow. And glass is aromatic goblet. Star salt, and back to talking after. Well, I guess after I checked the description. Special cocktail over cider lake. Oh, has a very high kick. And refreshing too.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite? Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks. Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
Looks like we only get 3 this time. I think... Well, if it is 2 rotations at the end, she's probably gonna like want revenge or something. Drink on the table.
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle. Oh, it's a necessary courtesy.
In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorinde, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage. Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorinde really did enjoy this juice.
That's definitely going in. I really did not expect the Eula and Clorinde kind of dueling partnership, kind of pairing thing. Interpret? Special fruit extract? Finally gonna incorporate that. Memorable experience. So these two kind of just say the same thing. Okay. Oh, associate, that probably won't work for this one. That'd be too easy. Yeah, associate. I missed that one. It did associate. Okay, never mind. So it was supposed to be easy. Every region owns signature flavors. Shall we hear some more? Okay, sure. Oh. So another thing got added.
Oh my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous. Miss Clorinde's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorinde was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Clorinde's abilities more than match those descriptions. Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that. A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink? That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
Sure, like coffee. So they stay forever in your mouth.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
So we gotta do this one or the Clorinde one?
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair. Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base. You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with firewater? As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
Sure. So we're doing non-other nations, but Eula's. This one? The mouthfeel, good to know. Firewater. Something heftier. Don't use a small glass. Okay, just gotta give her a big drink.
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology. attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make matters worse, several veteran knights who had been stationed at Dorman Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities. Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure, but fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
Like I just like put them on Dragon Spine for a bit. Restoration required. This is warm cocoa. Okay, so something warm. I'm pretty sure the drink from before was also supposed to give her energy back. Another one and done. Eating on duty.
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution. They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat. You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, this food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Liyue's stove god. In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb. You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
So apparently very salty is better than dried rations. Got it. Eating too much salted food. So salty. Remove salt. Oh, yeah, remove the salt. So that, well, no, that's kind of important for Eula. And done. So it's just the first one that had to be associated. That's
Brilliant.
all.
I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Okay. I was not expecting the underwater Cloran thing, which I do believe is petrichor, fire water, maritime, flower juice, and cocoa. I don't know how cocoa would actually taste with all this, but sure. The other two fine. It's for the kick, but the cocoa. Any size, small bits. Okay, even though I still chose small bits, there's still like a lot of stuff to press. Sure. And hard shake? Yep. Still a hard shake. And the last bit, the big cup. But probably shouldn't get her like super drunk since she actually was a little bit hesitant that she wouldn't just be like on the ground drunk. Nah, this one, Valberry, I kinda don't like the Valberry look. The blue on blue looks way too similar, so I guess it has to be the lemon slice. The yellow at the bottom and the yellow at the top. Novel cocktail for swordsmanship, match your style. Sea foam sword song. Actually got a name.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes. Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true. Can you mix me another? Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had. I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk. By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clorand, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Well now, I was not expecting drunk Eula, and that ending. The injustice was close enough to having her revenge. You know, I'm pretty sure she does not want to get revenge on Jean. Because I am expecting something bad to happen if that does happen, so that's done. Joy welcome, did all the ones that's available now. Grab that, grab this, and okay, last thing. Before I call it apart, just gotta go back to the bubble. Yeah, go back to the bubble, go inside, track down the pictures that I gotta take for this one. It might be 4 again, or it might be more. Echoes the memory. Okay, so I guess I just remembered wrong. You do just choose the area to go to. Okay, so this one is right in the side monster. And then it looks like there are 6. How far out can you go? Well, that's definitely different. So not too far, but still got like the Timmy pigeon that's not a pigeon. It's an oceanic creature. Take that. That one was very easy to find. Now this is something not to mess with. For the people who do like attacking the pigeons to, I don't know, make Timmy sad. Well, that looks a little bit different there. Hello there. Bring out the picture. Ictomosaurus. That is a Saurian here to play. That is not Catherine, but it's too bad I can't talk to, what's his name again? Old friend. Where's Catherine? I can't tell what checkpoint that's supposed to be, but that really should be like the first one. Hopefully there's like nothing up top. I am close to the edge. What if I try to go out? Here. This is the same as, okay.
For the area ahead of us later.
So still Alice doing like the pushing you back into the main area. Obtain a clue. Nope, I probably don't need it. Just that Fatui tent definitely should not be there. And they're living here now, that's fine. Oh, Bennett.
Huh? Isn't this a Fatui tent? That shouldn't be here. Wait, but there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
The random Bennett and Mika talk about the Fatui standing in front of the teleport point. Interesting. But I kind of forgot about the talk, so I might have to like go back to the other ones that I've already gotten. Nothing here without the boar. Why is he looking at the fire? No one actually keeps animals here, do they? We have the dogs. So why not the boar? Oh, Amber just runs in.
Huh? Weird. Did Mondstadters always raise boars around here?
Found it! Barbara, over here!
Coming! Oh, how did this happen?
Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even put this? The sweet madame and sticky honey roast we ordered came to life.
Sorry, what?
That's right. I managed to catch the sweet madame earlier.
Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head back and eat. Wait, what? Uh-oh.
What is it?
More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a break for it!
That was so weird. Does that mean they came to life in the real world and came to the bubble world? I'm pretty sure they were in the bubble world. And then came over here. Because the other way definitely does not make sense. So, where's the last thing before I go back to... Yeah, apparently I went away way too fast for Diona. Which is my bad. But the Econosaurs, the angel share over here maybe? I guess not. Is that different? Nope. This is the last one I might have trouble with, even though it is the last circle.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
So it's not down there. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be like too well hidden. But I'm not seeing the last one. Unfortunately for me. Everything else looks fairly standard. I can't. Okay, it's Liben. I can't talk to him. It's just that before I couldn't.
Hey there, friend. Well, we couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the Real Adventurers Guild do without her? Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee, that's for sure. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations. Anyway, I heard this whole world was constructed from magic. Incredible stuff. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig's done. Not today, I'm afraid. The funds I need haven't transferred in yet. Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot. True, but but it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, why don't I go ask for some, and then we all can have a few? Huh. But could we even take them back into the real world? Well, that's the question.
That is a no then. Since I can't find the last one, I guess I do Diona first.
So that's where it was. Diona? What are you doing here? It's my first time seeing these little guys. They're from Natland, right? Oh, they're so cute. Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has the setup I'm used to and everything. Now, all I need to do is make some drinks. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to super weird stuff. I'll get people to lose interest for sure. Looks like your campaign is going strong, huh? Even out here. Of course, the only thing missing is the cats, actually. They seem to prefer the real cat's tail. But that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive about where they live. Even if the place looks exactly the same, they'll know something's off. So, Alice said she would find different staff instead. And then these little saurians appeared. Aww. Bennett gave me a few pointers on how to get along with them. Turns out, there's not a huge difference between them and a cat or a dog. Hey, then you should call this place the Saurian's Tail instead.
That is not a no.
Huh. I think I've seen saurian-shaped cookies somewhere before, too. Maybe I should bake some to sell around here.
Wait a sec, why didn't I do the second talk? I have no idea.
I'll ask for some Primogems later, and then we can all have some.
That's a no again. Would it be here? I don't think it'll be here. But I feel like I am missing something somewhere. Where it's like hiding. Well, it might be in plain sight and I'm just blind, which could also be the case as well. Yeah, it might actually be the case. But since it has like this big area, it should be like someplace nearby then. I don't think it'd be the fountain. Nope. I might actually have to take the hint for the last one. It feels like I lost if I do that though. Okay, those two still aren't back. I don't think it'd be up there since that's like the border. It's not the windmill. The windmill looks the same. I might actually have to take the hint. Yeah, all the houses look good. Unless if I have to like look. Would it be up? I don't think it'd be up. No, okay, I just gotta see if Timmy's still here or not. Oh, nothing on the right side. Not well, I don't think there's anything up there. The right side over here, nothing. Probably nothing under. So what happens if I get close here? No talks, no one appears, and this is the end. The hint. I really don't want to do the hint, but I probably do have to do the hint. Then, well, the teleport point is all the way up there, and the teleport point over here is tent is the description. Where is it? I guess I do gotta give up. The boar, amber left. Wait, I thought I saw something here. Of course, I can't enter in there. Where are you? Now I feel like I'm cheating. It's no. I can sit. I can still sit on the chairs. Did not know that. Dead end. And probably dead end over here too. I did find 5 of them. I just need 1 more. I could look on my own and then come back after, but I feel like I should be around here somewhere. It might actually be in the middle. There's a cattail sign. Okay. Discrepancy. Really? I guess I didn't look close enough at the flower. Huh? I mean, there's not... Well, there's not a person here, but I guess the flowers are a little bit different. This counts as one? Really? Oh, I haven't captured the full discrepancy. Right in front? Need to capture the whole discrepancy, so I guess zoom out. Floors... Really? I mean, they're definitely different from like the usual ones, but it's not that much different. Still gotta go further out?
Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt.
That's why. Okay, I probably would have like never gone this. Emily's back again. Slowly walking in.
Wait, Emily? Huh, it's been a while.
Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers? Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few samples for new scent ideas, but I wasn't finding anything. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare plants she was sure I'd never seen before. All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to research these plants all I want.
Nice! That should help you come up with something new for sure.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear, cutting through the full-bodied and dreamlike floral notes. I certainly have a lot to research, so I think I'll be here for a while. Did you need anything?
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstadt. Do you mind if we take a few pictures of these plants? Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Really? That would be amazing. This is my payment after all.
That took way too long. I definitely should have just did the hint.
I never knew origami flowers could give off a fragrance. Fascinating.
Oh, origami. Sri that's where they're from. Okay. I just thought they would like these flowers in the back are also like different as well. Well, not different from the real Mondstadt, but different from like the ones that were growing up here, so I didn't pay these ones much mind. Origami, okay, Sri flowers. That's actually pretty cool. Down to exit. Got the discrepancy, even though I definitely needed a hint for that one. I never would have gotten that one otherwise. Time to grab my reward there. 1 and 2. And Windscape Blender. More Primo gems, good. And this one. Oh. I still think this looks like Mona's hat. You know, it might just be Barbalov's. Maybe. And I guess that's it. Wait, well, what else do I have here? Oh, Imaginary Theater. Got it. Get that out of the way. And the BP, this one is the 4K in the second one. Easy. Grab that. And that's it. Yeah, the activities were not that much different from the first one, but the most surprising one was still the fact that they did get Eula drunk. That was interesting to see. And then for the part 2 quest, they had quite a bit of fun with all the characters coming back for a lot of it, but it did get serious in close to the end, which I did like. Mr. Barbatos being serious as the outcome he should be. A little bit of a dig at Senora. Her saying that she like got overconfident and that's what led to her downfall, which might be true. And also to raise up Venti's probably rating a little bit as well. But it was nice to see him and Varka being serious with the Traveler. And then Traveler again, I guess, saying that his sister might be more important than Tevat, but Tevat is still important, and the journey is also important, as Venti said. Okay, and I think that's it. Yeah, those were probably the main points. So with that is gonna be it for this one. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time for part 3 of the event story and probably the rest of the activities. Unless if there's like some that aren't released and I'll find another place with them somewhere. Yeah, see you next time.